August Macke, 1887 to 1914. Garden Restaurant, 1912. Well-dressed men and women sit in the shadow of the trees and chat in a garden restaurant. A waiter at the top left and a dog at the bottom left watch the peaceful scene. In the foreground, a man is reading a newspaper. A small study in oils from 1907 served as a model for the artist's painting. Although the study is no more than a sketch, it is based more closely on nature than our painting. Macke has carried over most of the figures directly, but the shapes are extremely simplified and brightly colored. The shapes and colors on the edge of the painting in particular follow their own rhythm, separated from visible reality. The artist himself wrote the following: "The external choice of the motif is not what should be discussed, but the sensitivity, the vitality that dominates the whole thing. And I believe we are arriving at a vitality that is different from that of other ages, and here the simultaneous organization of dissonances will play the biggest role. Art is therefore not a copy of nature, but an analogy of it, and for a painting to seem vital, it needs contrasts. In the colors of our painting, the contrast between the complementary green and red tones dominates. The smaller dynamic green areas are on the left and upper edges of the painting. The larger red and brown areas define the rest of the painting's area. Yellow spots are scattered over the entire canvas, while the white areas that become smaller towards the back lead the eye to the center of the painting. People are depicted in a simplified form, often without a face. Fine, carefully painted areas contrast others that are only sketched." August Macke was born in Westphalia in 1887. He trained as an artist at the Academy of Art and the Arts and Crafts School in Dusseldorf. In the year our picture was painted, he was living in Bonn, joined the Blue Rider group of artists in Munich, and visited the painter Robert Delaunay in Paris with Franz Marc. In October 1913, he settled with his family in Hilterfingen on Lake Thun. In the spring of 1914, he traveled with Paul Klee and Louis Mollier to Tunisia. At the beginning of August of the same year, he was called up for military service. The 28-year-old Macke was killed barely 2 months later in Champagne, France. Visit the Museum of Fine Arts Bern and see the original works, and download the free app Museum Bern from the App Store.